The face says it all, people. The face says it all. Al Haymon, yes, Uncle Al, may have destroyed Eddie Hearn in one fight. He might have done it because before this fight, Al Haymon only had one world heavyweight title belt in his stable. He didn't have a big cash cow. Eddie Hearn had that with AJ selling out sports stadiums and making ridiculous sums of money per fight. I mean, for the Ruiz fight, he got paid, what was it, $30 million or something? So Haymon didn't have that. He didn't have all the crazy pay-per-view numbers, the sellout arenas. But he sent Andy Ruiz over to fight Anthony Joshua, and in one fight, he's taken an enormous chunk out of Eddie Hearn's business. So boxing is a sport where normally the fighters are the ones who show the real heart, grit, and determination, like Andy Ruiz showed against Anthony Joshua, getting off the floor in that third round for the first time in his career to get up and drop AJ twice in that very same round and go on to win by stoppage. That's real heart. Eddie Hearn's never had to show that. Eddie Hearn, raised with a silver spoon in his mouth, inherited his dad's business. And don't get it twisted, Eddie Hearn's a very good promoter, very talented. But he's never had a crisis like this since he's been a boxing promoter. This is a crisis for Eddie Hearn. Al Haymon has got his foot on Eddie Hearn's neck at this moment. And Eddie Hearn is choking. And Uncle Al must be laughing while he's choking out Eddie Hearn with his foot on his neck. So this is going to be a test of Eddie Hearn's character, as well, of course, as a test of Anthony Joshua's character. Can either of them come back? Or is this the end of Eddie Hearn? Because so much of Eddie Hearn's future in the United States depended on Anthony Joshua's success in America. And to come to the United States with his first real big event and get his cash cow defeated like that, exposed and humiliated, that's not good for Eddie Hearn's brand. That's not good for Eddie Hearn's brand in the United States or in the UK for that matter. So it is going to be a hard road back for Eddie Hearn as a promoter, right now. Obviously, he's got lots of other fighters, but his entire business was really, a lot of his business, let me say, was really built on the back of Anthony Joshua's success. And with Anthony Joshua's market value plummeting, I mean, it's like the stock market crash of 2008 all over again in terms of Anthony Joshua's stock. Eddie Hearn's stock, plummeting down. Will Eddie Hearn be able to survive, or has Al Haymon actually hit Eddie Hearn with a killer blow already? Now, we won't find out in the short term. It's going to be in the longer term that we'll find out whether Al Haymon has destroyed Eddie Hearn and, destroyed Matchroom in the United States. Maybe destroyed Matchroom in the UK too. Yeah, something like this could be the catalyst to see the Matchroom empire gradually decline. You can't imagine that Eddie Hearn will have nights like the AJ Klitschko fight at Wembley, or, the AJ Takam and AJ Parker, AJ Povetkin, where they were filling out these huge stadiums and all these people believed in AJ. You can't imagine they'll have anything like that again. Not after what just happened. So Al Haymon is in a tremendously strong position. I'm sure Haymon, didn't really think Ruiz was going to go over there and win. I mean, Sam Watson, who's a representative of Al Haymon, as everybody knows, he was asked before the fight, what's going to happen. And Sam Watson said Ruiz is going to win. But then later on in the same interview, he said, well, when AJ gets past Ruiz, then we're going to try and make the Wilder fight. So, look, even Watson and Haymon, I don't think they really believed Andy Ruiz was going to win. But what a stroke of good fortune. And Andy Ruiz is the new guy on PBC. He's their newest acquisition in the heavyweight division. What a stroke of good fortune for Al Haymon to get Andy Ruiz as the guy who upsets AJ, becomes the unified heavyweight champion, and now a potential pay-per-view star. Because we know Mexicans back their own. Deontay Wilder has suffered from a lack of support in the United States. Andy Ruiz, I have to imagine, is not going to suffer from that kind of lack of support. Now, Al Haymon can do everything in-house. If AJ takes this Andy Ruiz rematch, Ruiz wins it, or if AJ decides not to take it, you can have Ruiz Wilder for the undisputed. And because Ruiz is going to have this Mexican following, maybe it will be a huge fight for Al Haymon. Maybe it'll be a pay-per-view blockbuster. You know? But the likes of Luis Ortiz, as I've said in other videos, the likes of Deontay Wilder, they should have taken the AJ fight when he had the opportunity. when AJ looked as vulnerable as that, man, they missed out big time, particularly Ortiz, because we know he could have got in there on June 1st. Could have been him. Should have taken it. But anyway, maybe they'll get an opportunity in future for a huge fight with Andy Ruiz. You know, let's see how quickly they can build Andy Ruiz up. Let's see how quickly Al Haymon can build him up. Maybe turn him into a big pay-per-view star and, you know, see what happens. So, yeah, Eddie Hearn under pressure. Al Haymon got his foot right on his neck. And, you know, I'll do a separate video about Anthony Joshua, about whether he can come back. But as far as Eddie Hearn, yeah, some sleepless nights ahead, definitely, for Mr. Hearn. And now we're going to see whether he really is about that life. Because he's been winning for so long in boxing. Now he's on the ropes. In fact, now Eddie Hearn has been dropped. Now he's woozy. We need to see how Eddie Hearn's survival instincts are. See if he can come back from this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is Eddie Hearn finished? Has Al Haymon effectively destroyed? I'm not saying Eddie Hearn is finished right now, but I'm saying, is this the blow that is eventually going to lead now to the gradual demise of Matchroom? Is that what we've just seen? Has Al Haymon just done that? Or is Eddie Hearn going to bounce back with somebody else? Will AJ bounce back? Will he bring Hrgovic up to the top? And will it be Usyk? You know, who knows? So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Yeah, Al Haymon is in a tremendously strong position right now. As long as he manages to get Ruiz to win the AJ rematch, or, you know, maybe AJ won't take it, then Haymon is in a tremendous position. So we'll see, man. Competition is good for the fans. So let's see what Eddie Hearn has. Let's see what Al Haymon has. But yeah, big up Al Haymon, man. Uncle Al is back in the picture. He's back, baby. Let me know how you feel, people. It's having them out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.